Hello everyone, my name is Jen and welcome to the Book Refuge and welcome to a book haul. This book haul happened the last half of June, or yes, I think so. Except for some books that I bought when I was in Atlanta, which was during the first couple of weeks, but I only recently got those. But I have books from when I was in Atlanta, books from when I was in Utah, new releases, as well as some gifts that were sent to me. So we're going to get through them all. I try to keep my book hauls not too long, but we'll see. I mean, stuff happens. Stuff happens, and we just have to go with it, you know? We just have to go with it. Sorry, my dress is giving me issues. I used some tape, right, to keep it from gaping, but now it's leaving weird lines. So whatever, we're fine. So also I have a little friend with me. I thought I would show off because I got my adorable little pony from Tumble Creatures. Isn't he so cute? This is my little Irish drop pony, and I ordered it for my birthday. And it has a little shamrock. So, aren't we just so cute together? I have another pony that I had ordered from Tumble Creatures, which, aka, that's Crystal's Bookish Life, in case you didn't know. And so now my little unicorn Star has a new little friend to sit. They look after my mafia men together, and it makes me very happy. So, I just thought I would show her off for my thing today. I just want to snuggle with it, even though it's made out of clay, so that's not very comfortable, but I don't care. So she's just gonna hang out right there. Okay, isn't that adorable? I love it. I love it. Okay, where to even start is just, there's so much. Let's start with kind of like the new releases slash newer books I got. And I don't know, we'll just go through and we'll see what happens. There's no real rhyme or reason. But I wanted to start with Always Practice Safe Hex, but I'm actually going to show you the other art that I got too. So I was very patiently waiting for this. I actually have 3 copies of this book in my house right now because I'm going to be annotating these for some patrons. But Juliet, when her book came out, she's like, don't order it. I want to send you a copy. And I said, oh, Juliet, you're too sweet to me. And she did. So she sent me a signed copy, but it also included the absolute gorgeous artwork, which I put inside like it's a little step back. So this is Gareth and Livy, and just how gorgeous are they? Okay. This series, guys, all of these books are in KU now. These series are time to binge. And when you get the physical copies, they are that beautiful matte. These covers are one-of-a-kind covers. They're absolutely beautiful. They're not YA. They are sexy, okay? I don't know what else to say. I will pimp these books out till my dying day, all right? I love them. So that's this book that is new with the pretty, art in the back. But I want to show you the other artwork, which she was generous enough to include as well. So this is from Wolf Gone Wild. So that is Mateo and Evie. Look at that. And Alpha in the background. Then there is Devraj and Izzy together. Look at, oh my god. So beautiful. And then Mateo and Violet are in here. Look at that. They're just, it's so fantastic. I just love it. I love it so much. So I just had to show those off because now they're officially in here and they're my little step backs. I might even use some washi tape. I don't know, because I'm so torn, y'all, because I like them in here as step backs, but I also want to look at them. So I told Juliet I kind of want to frame them and hang them up. They're so pretty. They're so beautiful. This series is excellent, and there are audiobooks for the first 3. And like I said, these are all on KU right now. So I'll just tuck these ones back in because they go right behind me. Okay, so we're going to keep moving along. Some other new books slash ones I finally got. I finally got in my copies of Owned by a Sinner, which I'd already read for the Mafia Readathon, but Stolen by a Sinner is the one that just came out. And so now I have all of these ones. These were so good. This was one of my favorite books in June, and it was a 6-star read for me. So, loved that. Always practice safe. Hex was 6 stars for me as well. Then, this isn't a new release, but I want to slowly collect some Lydia Michaels, and this one is a gay romance, and it's one of the ones I haven't read, so I swiped this one up. This one is Broken Man, and this is going to be a gay romance in the McCullough Mountain series. This is actually number 5. I've actually read number 2, but none of the other ones. I'm weird like that. We'll get to it eventually. And then I grabbed Haven by Claire Kent. This is book 1 in the Kindled series by her, and I recently got to read an arc of Princess, which will be coming out soon, and so I want to own all the physical books of these because I just really love them. So this is a like post-disaster romance between these two young adults who are like keeping these group of like misfit kids safe together. I really like it. Then I got Forgotten Vows. Sorry, there's enough Broken Vows on my shelves. Forgotten Vows by Lily Mayne, which is book 2 in her folk series. This is going to be an MM trilogy. And I'm kind of waiting for all 3 to be out before I read it, but I have the first book already too. We'll see if I can be that patient, but I'm still buying them as they come out because I actually love the covers for this series even better because the monster books, I think it's hard to do monster covers in like a classy sense, but I still love her books, so I'm excited for these. I have a feeling I will love that. Of course, there's Give Me More. Enough said. I loved this book. This was also a 6-star read for me. I freaking love this MMF. It's like my favorite that I've read. There is 4 Weeks of Scandal by Megan Frampton. This is, I think, like the 4th book in a Hazards of the Dukes novel. I'm way behind in this series, but I keep buying these because I do like Megan Frampton, and one day I'll get around to them. Then I actually bought 6 books in the Target sale. So if you've never heard of the Target sale, it's a sale that Target has 2 or 3 times a year where they have buy 2, get 1 free, which is just a really good deal. And they have a lot of independent authors that are included in this sale. Sometimes it's tough to find like ones that you want because it's very hard to search Target's website for the books you want. So you kind of have to know ahead of time the authors you're looking for and like type them in. So that's what I did. I picked up 2 of Jennifer Ashley that I was missing. So these are books, it says inside, let me see, books 9 and 10 in the Mackenzie McBride series. These are the ones that are set like back in the 1700s. So I'm slowly collecting all of these so that I can finish reading off this series. Love it. Then I picked up 2 books by Juliet Cross. They only had books 2 and 4 in her Veil of Stars series, but I actually already read this one, and I need to read 3 and 4. So this is her like dragon series that she has. Gotta buy all my friends' books. And then I don't know why, but I want to read more of this author, and so I decided to grab her books as part of this sale. So I got Not My Match and Not My Romeo by Ilsa Madden Mills. I also have like another one of her books that someone sent me, so it was kind of funny that I have some of hers. Like I've only read I think 2 of her books, and they were just kind of like okay, but I don't know, I want to keep trying them. Then I also picked up a hardcover copy of Persuasion. I'm going to be doing a like read along / like we're going to have a discussion about this book before the Netflix book comes out. It's going to be a special edition of Rake Appreciation Society for this. So, and surprisingly, I only had 1 copy of Persuasion. Like I have multiple copies of pretty much all of Jane Austen's books, and I just really like the hardcover, and they always have a little like thing in here. So yeah, I like these covers too. Very ASMR of me. Then I got my Naomi Lucas box from Renegade Romance. So this always comes with one special cover and then like two, but they're both like signed books. So the one I haven't read before is 6 Months with Cerberus by Naomi Lucas, and I'm really interested in this. He's like the gatekeeper of Hades, and our heroine gets like kind of stuck down there. This art is safe for work, so I can show you. So there's like the art print with this one. And then the one that I've read and loved, and there was quite a bit of art for this one. So there's Viper, and this cover was done by Emily, who does Emily's Writing Designs. And there was some cool art with this one. So there was a bookmark that matches the book. So this has Varushka on the back. There it is. It has a map of the world, which I think is so cool. The New Earth forest. So it like says where all the different dens are, which is great. And then here's some little art of Varushka and his woman. Isn't they just beautiful together? So I love that. There also were some pins that came with this. So I just absolutely love this. So we got those. Then I was sent a copy for review of Purple Stain by Nat Lewis. So I haven't got a chance to read this yet. This came out a little while ago. She actually sent it from the UK, so I didn't get it until after it come out already. But this is a gay romance between Hayden and Andy. And I guess Hayden has panic attacks and a complicated family situation, and nothing seems to be going right for him. The only thing that lets him feel good about himself is making music, and it's music that brings Andy into his life. On the surface, Andy has it all, but inside is hurting from the shock of a bad breakup. Though he certainly isn't looking for love, when he meets the devastatingly handsome Hayden, it seems like love might have found him. The pair bond over their shared passions and form a fast friendship, which soon becomes something more. There's just one problem. Hayden has never dated a guy before and never thought he wanted to before Andy. Okay. As they redraw the boundaries of their fast-growing relationship and learn to navigate the world together after being alone, Andy and Hayden's connection deepens and burns brighter than ever. But the path of true love never did run smooth, and as Hayden's past comes to haunt him, the couple must face their biggest challenge yet, one that could destroy what they've worked to build together. So I want to give this one a try when I have the time, because this is absolutely beautiful. And this is this author's debut book. So very excited to try that. And look at how beautifully she signed my book too. To Jenn, with love, Nat Lewis. So Nat, I definitely want to get around to this. I'm just not the greatest with time management. All right, I got my signed book of Wicked Beauty from Katie Robert. This one has, I need to put my book plate in it because she's been doing book plates now to save her hands, which is totally fine. So I got a little book plate here. This one also included the info about the shadow market secrets. So make sure you look up her Instagram for more of that. We had art of Calypso and Medusa, which was stunning. And then there also was art of Hades and Persephone. I believe that's who this is. Yeah, on the throne there. So there's always some goodies in there. And I got that because I'm a member of her Patreon. And I have been for a very long time. So there's that. Then I was also sent an arc of A Land of Never and Night by Lily Archer. I read a little bit of Lily Archer before, but I'm interested in this maybe. This is a Peter Pan retelling. And she sent out some really cool stuff with it. It came with like a bunch of goodies. And this book is actually out now. I don't know when I'll get around to it. I have to be in a fantasy mood. And most of my fantasy mood has been channeled to, as you've seen, Juliet Cross and Sarah J. Maas right now. But it's not super long. It looks fun. And I actually did a little unboxing of this on my TikTok, so you could check that out if you want to. But thank you very much. Then I received a goodie box from Golden Angel, which I also unboxed on my TikTok, which had an interesting surprise inside of it, but it is her 10-year like publishing anniversary, and so I received this cool little box to help celebrate it. And so it actually had a season for treason, which I actually already own, but this one's signed, so I will be giving away the copy that like I already have. But this is book 1 in the Deceptions and Discipline, and like the cover really is beautiful. I love the lighting in this. So this is one of her, I think this one's Victorian. I'm not 100% sure, but there's a Spy Master. And then book 1 in the Masters of Marquis, and this is Bondage Buddies, which is cool too. And in this one she said, "Thank you for helping me celebrate my 10-year authorversary." So these were delightful. And like I said, there was some other fun, spicy things in there. So happy anniversary, Golden Angel. I love it. Okay. Then I was sent a box of books again from, I think it's Molly. I can't remember if I kept the one thing with me, but Molly had sent me some books previously too. And there were quite a few that I owned, but there are a bunch that I don't own. So I'm going to show you those, because some of these that she sent me are signed books. So it's very kind of her. So there was a Meant to Be by Jennifer Probst. I've only read like one book by her. No, maybe 2 or 3. That's right. She has all the Seattle books. Is that her? It might be. So there's this one. That's pretty. Then this was Beauty and the Baller by Ilsa Madden Mills. Some people did tell me some not like super exciting things about this, but book 2 in the series is coming this fall, and I want to try to read that. Then I got a few Willow Winters books. So there's Desperate to Touch, Kisses and Wishes, and I think this is a holiday collection. And then this tiny little 20-page quickie here that is Effortless. So these were a cute little filler thing to get. I need to read more Willow Winters. Then there were a bunch of these, like there's just a bunch of different, a lot of them are Scottish, so let's go. A Scot to the Heart by Carolyn Linden. The Highland Earl by Amy Jarecki. Loki Ascending by Asa Maria Bradley. Highland Gladiator by Catherine Levesque. The Angel Wore Fangs by Sandra Hill. Ooh. Getting Hot with the Scot by Melanie Johnson, and this is a signed copy. Sometimes you need to skip to the good stuff. A Susan Enoch, It's Getting Scott in here. And Highlander Ever After by Paula Quinn. So those were all sent to me. Thank you very much. I also forgot another new release that I got because I've already read it and loved it, and that was A Matter of Temptation by Stacey Reed. Loved it. This one just came out. This was a 5-star book. I read an arc of that. Then the other day, I found a copy of Paradise by Judith McNaught. This is a contemporary second chance of hers, and people recommend this book to me quite a bit. It's almost 700 pages, but I want to give it a try at some point because I've never read a like modern book by her. So that's cool. All right. Then I will quickly go through my books that I got in Atlanta because I bought a bunch of them, and then my sweet friend Bree mailed them to me so that I didn't have to try to fit them in my suitcase. So where's the other one? So there's some fun ones in here. So I found these 2 vampire books by Amanda Ashley. There's this one, which is called Embrace the Night. Super cool. These are love spell ones too. And then this one is Shades of Grey. I found the Joanna Lindsay that I've been missing. This is a first edition of Love Only Once, which is the first Mallory book. And I know a lot of people want me to read this, and I'm very excited to read it. And so I'm very excited that I found a first edition from 1985 of Love Only Once. Beautiful. I found the first 2 books in the, I don't remember what the series is, but I think it's a steampunk fantasy series by Beck McMaster. So there's Kiss of Steel and Heart of Iron. Those were a cool find. I found Sleeping Beauty by Judith Ivory. Like this back. A Kiss Before Dawn by Kimberly Logan. I found Bitten by Kelly Armstrong. This one's been recommended to me quite a few times too. A Reckless Match by Kate Bateman. I didn't have this one yet. I only had, of course, the second book in the series. His Wicked Ways by Samantha James. This one has a little peekaboo right there. White Orchid by Linda Lade. I found the very first book by J.T. Geisinger. This was just in that one of the bookstores, and actually one of my friends, I had missed it. I'd already went through the paranormal section and I missed it, and one of my friends was like, Jen, have you heard of this? And I'd heard of it because this is her vampire series, the series she started writing, inspired by like Stephanie Meyer, not the story inspired by Stephanie Meyer, but she was inspired by Stephanie Meyer to start writing. So yeah, I'm very excited to try her Prowler series, Night Prowler. So this is Shadow's Edge. Then I found a beautiful hardcover of Suddenly You by Lisa Kleypas. It doesn't have a beautiful on the back, but I just like when I find these pretty hardcovers. I just do. Not that I have room for them all, but I love them. I found an author I'd like never heard of before, but it was a self-pub book that was in the half-price books we went to, and that is His Dark Desires. This is book 2 in the Trevelyan series, and it's Jennifer St. Giles. So let me know if you've ever read this author before, but I grabbed this book. I found Love Indeed. This is part of the Green Valley, this is part of Smarty Pants, and it's by L.B. Dunbar, and there was no other total reason than I was like, oh cool, Smarty Pants. So there we go. And then this was probably my prized possession that I found on the trip, and it is a first edition hardcover of Lothair. I'm in love with this. I feel so lucky to have found this and to have it in my hands. So I'm going to treasure this forever. So happy. Then I have my books that I got in Utah, which I was a little more discerning with because I was like, these ones, I mean, it's not that Crystal wouldn't have sent me a box of books. I know she would have, but I just wanted to restrain myself. So I got 6 books plus one that I'll show you in just a second. I've already kind of showed it off a little bit, but I found Devil's Mistress by Heather Graham. I found Trial by Fire by Courtney Milan. This is her second book. I actually found her first book just recently at a bookstore. Very excited. In the Barrister's Chambers by Tina Gabrielle. Never heard of this author, but it says that the heroine is interested in law. So I thought this could be really cool if this is like her trying to be a lawyer in, I believe it's like Regency too. So very interesting. I found a Roseanne Bintner, Wildest Dreams, which I have actually read. And I didn't love it, but I loved this copy that I found. And I'm willing to try this book again someday. I definitely will read more Roseanne Bintner, but I read that book many years ago and it didn't work for me at the time. I found Enticed by Virginia Henley. Love this. I'm going to be using that very soon. And then the only Bedouin book that I was missing was One Night for Love by Mary Balog, and this is a prequel one, and there's that. So those are the books that I found used book shopping. And the last book I have to share, and certainly not least, was Brought to Me by Sophie. Before we were going to meet up with her, she asked me and Crystal if there was any books that we wanted that she had, and I of course own multiple copies of quite a few of her books, but there was one that I didn't have in my hands, okay? One that I didn't. And I just asked, I was like, if you have a copy of this, you know I'll be forever grateful. And she did. And this was the Dangerous Romance Club cover of Brutal Prince. So this is actually a cover that Sophie didn't design. It was done, by Dangerous Romance. But the books that are done in book boxes are going to be the books that she tries to have the female covers on them, because they'll be bought by fans mostly, whereas like female on the covers of romance books, they just don't sell as well. It's unfortunate, but the Larks are nothing if not savvy. But anyway, so just so you know, that's why there probably won't be female covers of their books on Amazon, but you may be able to find them in special editions. And I have a special edition of Stolen Air that I ordered from, oh, I can't remember, is it the Romance Me box? And then I have the Camille cover of Savage Lover. So here's Brutal Prince. And she signed it for me and just said a sweet little note. So this book will mean a lot to me. So there it is. Very special. So anyway, there you go. There's a haul from the last couple of weeks of June. I'd love to say this is a monthly haul, but it probably isn't. There'll be more things coming. So thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure you give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Let me know which of these books I should prioritize or you're excited for me to read. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.